On then, and after nearly 4 years of taking over as the Chief Economic Advisor, Arvind Subramanian today stepped down from his role due to his personal commitments. In fact, the Finance Minister Arvind Subramanian made the announcement today in a Facebook post, adding that Subramanian will return to the United States once his tenure ends in October. Remember, he joined as the Chief Economic Advisor in 2014 for a period of 3 years, and he received a one-year extension till October this year. Subramanian's appointment had drawn if many, including the likes of the BJP leader Subramanian Swamy as well as Swadeshi Jagran Manch, who questioned the need to bring foreign-educated economists.
I was blown away and profoundly grateful for the extraordinary generous words of Minister Arun Jaitley. Of course, the feeling is entirely reciprocated. You know, I had a dream boss, as you all know, and it's been the best job I've ever had, and I'm pretty sure this will be the best job I will ever have. It's been a kind of 24/7 high, rewarding, fulfilling, enriching, exciting, you know, not without controversy once in a while, but then these are such kind of jobs.
Okay, let's in fact delve more into the details, and Supriya Srine joins in. Supriya, yet another high-profile exit after Arvind Panagria, the Niti Aayog VC last year, and clearly the Finance Minister said that he has his personal commitments, a grandchild in the United States, so what better role could he be leaving for?
Yes, those niceties aside, he will be the third such high-profile person to return to the United States. Raghuram Rajan, Arvind Panagria, and now Arvind Subramanian. But the reality also is that somewhere there are two ways to look at this entire story as it unfolds. You know, you could look at it that all these people have done their stints in India. They'd like to be a part of the Indian macroeconomic landscape, and then they go back to their cushy jobs. The other way to look at it is, has it become tougher for people like Arvind Subramanian to stay back? Because he's an extremely outspoken and extremely candid economist. Some really fresh thinking he should be credited for as far as the economic survey is concerned, or as far as the public discourse on macroeconomy is concerned. You know, the whole GST recommendations were actually, the first time it came into the public domain, were his panel, his committee. They were drafted by him, and in some sense the GST was largely broadly based around on his recommendations. Then of course the universal basic income, an idea that existed in the Indian economy for a very long time, but one that was again pulled back into the public discourse by Arvind Subramanian. So he should be credited for bringing some fresh, innovative, new approach to macroeconomy. His economic surveys have been some of the best written surveys in recent times. He shared a great rapport with the Finance Minister, there's no doubt about it. I think both parties, both the Finance Minister's last paragraph of his blog, and of course Arvind Subramanian saying some really glowing stuff about the best dream boss that he could have had. He did come in the line of fire from the Swadeshi, the Sangh elements, from people like Subramanian Swamy and Mr. Mahajan of the Swadeshi Jagran Manch, and in fact they took a jibe at him even today, saying that India should not get economists who come here on a sabbatical. So he did come in the line of firing there, but let's take him at face value. He wants to perhaps return for personal commitments. The question is that I hope nobody is returning or going away from India for reasons other than personal commitments at all. We cannot afford brain drain. We would like this kind of talent to stay here and contribute to macroeconomy.
Oh yes, indeed. Thanks very much, Supriya, for giving us all of those details. So clearly, it is the Chief Economic Advisor now returning to the United States, and Arun Jaitley said, acknowledging the fact that his dynamism, his intellectual ability will be greatly missed.